Ce train a pour destination Versailles-Château rive gauche. Il desservira toutes les gares de Viroflay rive gauche à Versailles-Château rive gauche.
These are the moments we bask in the blessings, the presence, to make a toast for my lessons and marvel at the times when we ain't choose aggression. Float on a beat like butterfly, what could I say that Ali ain't said? 10 toes down on the ground painted red and the streets filled with lead. I thank God for my bed. Look, tell them these notes here give us hope, and if you ask the people in the pews, it's the antidote. I wipe my worries in a prayer, then I let it go. Gather my vegetables, you know how the record go. I know them niggas sang a song and tore down Jericho. Just that Mary had a baby in a carriage float, but off the water and light. That's the thing alone that made the spirit ignited the sound while the blessings bring it down. Like,
I know that if you knew me, you'd say you came so far. I know I still have far to go. It's time to raise the bar, so don't you play with my heart. I promise won't play with yours. If you're cool, then I'm down the road. So I'ma meet you at yours. You knew me, but you thought you knew. Don't you try to fool me. Looking so amused. Oh, they tried to use me. Nothing to prove. But I got a few things that I'm about to do. So let's eat.
you could lift your soul, God, 'cause I'm fighting for you.
Oh my, what it's like when you change your environment. Might just kick on my shoulder.
So Versailles is absolutely stunning, as you can see. It's lovely. We had a really good tour as well, where we went through basically the entire interior, and it was a vibe. So one of the most interesting oh yeah, one of the most interesting facts well, it's not a fact, but it was a comparison that the tour guide made, and he basically said that Versailles during the time of like Louis XIV was very much basically an IKEA. I think he said there was like 10,000 courtiers and servants and assistants that lived in the palace. Well, yeah, and like aristocracy, and basically the whole point of Versailles was basically to sell them stuff so that like the king and the queen could continue funding their lifestyle. And it was just really interesting, the analogy that he made. And also he said, what did he say? He said that Marie Antoinette was basically like, no, I think Louis XIV was like the first celebrity, basically, of you know, French era. Basically, you know, equating them to the Kardashians. And actually, that's an interesting pop culture fact. Apparently, which I didn't know, just trying to show you cute views, Kim Kardashian wanted to have her wedding at Versailles, and originally they said yes, but then they just thought it'd be too much work, too much hassle. The paparazzi would be there a year prior, you know, trying to get shots and stuff, what her wedding was going to be, and basically they just said it was too much, and they withdrew their acceptance of Versailles as her wedding venue. I don't know if that is actually that interesting now I say it, but like the tour guide was fantastic. I use getyourguide.com. I've used it in other countries too, and if you're a history buff like me, well, I wouldn't say I'm a history buff, I'm a history lover. It's a very, very good site, and you should do it. Skipping the line, we didn't have to wait in horrendous queues, we just went straight through security, and it was good. What was the other facts? and we're going to talk. We're on a research exposition. Is it exposition or expedition?
Exposition is an expedition.
Oh yeah, and we're going to the Alexandre Dumas Museum, which is apparently only 3 rooms, but we have a soul tie to Thomas-Alexandre Dumas, who was a general in the French army in the 1700s, is it? Or the 1800s? Must have been the 1700s. And he's incredibly interesting, so I'll show you what that's like. You literally don't know how excited I am. I'm obsessed with this man. So the fact that we're here and we're going to like discover all about his life is so exciting to me. Hopefully we're going to find some interesting info. He's unbelievably interesting in my opinion. Like literally my favourite ever book. It's called The Black Count and it's about his life. It's kind of a biography of his life. So I'm hoping that this is going to be very enlightening, and it's very cute. It's tiny place. I think we're the only people here. So anyway, I feel like such a geek, but I'm so excited to see what interesting info we uncover. Speak later. This is very embarrassing. Bye. So I thought I'd do a little voiceover of this bit. I did a very similar thing in part 1 of the vlog, so go check that out if you want, because I went to many more thrift stores than this. So this thrift store was quite good. As you can see, it's very mishmash, and things are kind of all over the place. It's not supposed to be kind of curated or organised in the same way that Episode was. So Episode was a thrift store that I visited in part 1 of this vlog. But it did have some cool pieces, like this amazingly cool jacket, which I was never going to buy because it was a little bit out there, and also it was a lot bigger in real life than it's kind of coming up on camera. But it's super cool. I can't remember how much this was. I don't think it's a particularly expensive store, actually. For some reason, I bought this jumper. Couldn't tell you why, because looking at it on camera, I think it looks a little bit crappy. But I better get some use out of it. And then I tried on this absolutely gigantic jumper, which again isn't really showing up on camera just how big it was, but it was kind of cool with my outfit, I thought, but obviously didn't get it. Then we went to another store. So this store was almost not like a vintage store. It actually felt more of a kind of upmarket boutique, because look at the stuff they're selling. For example, you're about to see some diesel bags that actually look beautiful, really. So there you go. So it's that type of store. I picked up this, which is a blue navy cardigan, which kind of seems quite basic, but it was actually pretty pricey. From memory, I think it was 60 euros. Having said that, I have actually worn it tons and tons and tons, so good purchase. And then I bought this as well. I don't know why, not very my style. I'm a sucker for brown. But this was a really pretty store, but you have to be more willing to spend here. But yeah, that was it, unfortunately, because we had to run and get our Eurostar back to London.